Welcome to the Eastern Soul channel. Have you ever paused just to listen to the sound of the wind rustling through the leaves or the gentle breathing of your own self? In the midst of long, busy days, we are always searching for great things, forgetting that true peace sometimes lies in a small, fleeting moment of the soul. There are times when we think we are living, but in reality, we are merely drifting along with the flow of life. The pressures, the unfinished plans, the dreams still left incomplete have made our hearts weary. And at that very moment, what we need is simply a quiet pause to return to ourselves. Welcome to Eastern Soul. A place without noise, without haste. A place for us to learn together how to listen, to feel, and to rediscover the balance between reality and the heart. Here, each video is a small journey, a trip into the depths of the soul. It is a story about passion, about the meaning of life, and about simple philosophies. But steeped in Eastern spirit, the East teaches us that every river begins with a single drop of water, every great journey starts with a single step, and all peace originates from a tranquil heart. Peace is not found in distant places, but right in every breath, every cup of tea, every ray of sunlight gently touching your shoulder in the morning. When we learn to slow down, to listen to our own hearts, everything around us becomes gentler. If you are searching for a peaceful little corner amidst the noisy world, if you believe that every day can be a meditation, then join me on a journey into the soul of the East. This is the soul of the East, a place where a quiet mind brings a peaceful life, where we find ourselves in the stillness of existence. The soul of the East awakens the peace within you. Welcome to the Eastern Soul channel. Have you ever wondered what true peace really is? Is it when we leave behind the noisy world, seeking out a high mountain or a place where there are no unfamiliar voices? No, according to Eastern philosophy, peace does not lie in distant places, but right in each breath, in every beat of our daily lives. The ancients said, when the mind is at peace, all things are at peace. When our mind is calm, the world around us also becomes gentle, because peace does not come from avoidance, but from the ability to accept and understand. It's not about extinguishing the storms, but about learning how to stand firm amidst them. The East teaches us to see life like a stream of water. Water does not compete, it simply flows quietly, overcoming all obstacles with its own softness. In the same way, when our mind no longer resists life, all suffering naturally dissolves like morning mist. Peace is not the absence of storms, but the ability to keep a tranquil sky within, even in the midst of turbulence. It is when we can smile in the face of failure, feel gratitude amid troubles, and remain silent amidst the noise. Peace cannot be sought because it has never left us. We only need to let go a little, slow down a bit, listen to our inner voice, and we will see that peace has always been there. And that is the spirit of the Eastern Soul, a place for us to learn how to look within, to realize that peace is not a destination, but a journey of returning to ourselves. The Eastern Soul, where the mind is calm and life is peaceful, is where we rediscover tranquility amid the rush of life. Have you ever wondered what passion is? Welcome to the Eastern Soul Channel. Is passion something that makes us burn with excitement every day, or is it just a fleeting moment of inspiration that quickly fades away? Many people think that passion is about pursuing what you like until you achieve it, but from the perspective of Eastern philosophy, passion is not just about chasing desires, but rather a journey of returning to your true self. Because what we call passion today could very well change tomorrow. If we only chase after our emotions, passion will soon become a burden. Eastern people believe that true passion does not lie in the outcome, but in the state of mindfulness when we work. When the mind is at peace, everything becomes a form of meditation. When we do something wholeheartedly, not for fame, not for gain, but simply because we love doing it, that is true passion. There are people who are very successful yet feel empty inside. There are people who have nothing at all, but they always smile when doing what they love. That's because they have found harmony between passion and inner peace. When you do something without needing anyone's recognition, without fear of failure, without rushing, simply enjoying every moment, that's when you are truly living your passion. Passion is not something we chase after, but a quiet flame that always exists within our hearts. Only when you are truly still can you hear its voice. And at that moment, your life will no longer be a race, but a peaceful and meaningful journey. Thank you all. Happiness is something that each of us is searching for. Welcome to the Eastern Soul Channel. Some people seek it in money, some in love, and others in fame and status. But have you ever wondered where true happiness really comes from? Eastern people believe that happiness is not something we possess. Rather, it is about how we perceive things. You may live in a small house and eat simple meals, but if you feel at peace inside, you are still happy. On the other hand, even if you have everything, money, status, admirers, if you are restless within, then happiness is just an illusory mirage. According to Eastern philosophy, happiness does not lie in gaining more, but in desiring less. When our minds compare less and struggle less, we will naturally feel lighter inside. Happiness is not about running away from suffering, but about knowing how to smile even when you are in pain inside, like the lotus that still blooms. Radiant amidst the muddy sorrow, many people live forever in the past or worry about the future, so they forget that the present is quietly passing by. Yet happiness can only be found in this very moment. Only when we are truly present, seeing a flower, hearing a bird sing, feeling our breath in and out, do we realize that happiness has never left us. Happiness does not come from grand things, it comes from the stillness within our soul. When we know contentment, when we are grateful, and when we slow down, happiness will naturally smile upon us. Because happiness has never been far away, it has always been right within our own hearts. Thank you, everyone. In a world filled with constant noise and distractions, silence has become a luxury. Welcome to the Eastern Soul Channel. People talk more but understand each other less. We hear many sounds but rarely hear ourselves. Many people think that silence is a sign of shyness or weakness. But in Eastern philosophy, silence is the greatest strength of the soul. When we are silent, we no longer react emotionally, but begin to observe with wisdom. In moments of silence, we see our own hearts clearly and understand others as well. In silence, everything becomes clearer, like the surface of calm water. When there are no more ripples, i.e., it faithfully mirrors everything around it truthfully. The human mind is the same. When it is no longer disturbed, we begin to hear the voice of inner wisdom. Those who understand the most deeply are often the ones who speak the least. Silence is not just a pause from learning, but a rest for the mind. Amidst the rush of life, silence helps us return to ourselves, touching the peaceful place within. Only in deep, peaceful silence can we truly and attentively listen, gently feel the subtle rhythm of the universe, and gradually realize that everything is unfolding just as it is meant to. Silence is not simply an escape, but rather an art of truly living. With a calm and peaceful mind, when you gradually learn to be silent, you will discover yourself becoming stronger, feeling freer and experiencing greater happiness than ever before, because in silence your soul is genuinely heard and life itself becomes so much clearer and more meaningful. Are you feeling lonely? Why are you lonely? Welcome to the Eastern Soul Channel. Perhaps in this life, everyone has been afraid of loneliness at some point. We fear the night spent alone, fear that no one will listen, fear the silence that surrounds us. But the strange thing is, even in the middle of a crowd, many people still feel lonely. People fear loneliness because in the silence we have to face ourselves. We are afraid of seeing wounds that haven't healed, things we've always tried to forget, and questions we don't dare to answer. That's why we try to keep ourselves busy with work, with noise, with social media to avoid that feeling. But the more we run from it, the bigger the loneliness grows inside us. According to Eastern philosophy, loneliness is not an enemy, but a teacher of maturity. Only when we are alone can we truly listen to the voice within. Loneliness helps us understand ourselves better, to recognize what is real and what is just an illusion created by the world. When we dare to sit quietly in loneliness, our fears gradually fade away and are replaced by peace and stillness. Loneliness is not something to fear. It is only frightening when we don't understand it. Because when you truly learn how to really befriend yourself, you will never feel lonely again. You begin to see even your breath as a companion. Every ray of sunlight, every breeze is having a conversation with you. At that moment, loneliness becomes the space where your soul can blossom. Don't be afraid of loneliness, because in loneliness we meet ourselves again. Only when we dare to walk through that fear do we truly understand what real peace is. And then we realize that we were never truly afraid of being alone. It's just that we've never really listened to our own soul. Listen to your soul.